Hey guys, welcome back to Katie's Book Nook. My name is Katie, and this is my Friday Reads video. So this is the second time I'm filming this tonight, so if I'm rambly, that's why. That's not all the reason why. But today was my first day of work back for the school year. I am so tired. So yesterday, unfortunately, my husband's grandfather passed away, and he was just an awesome man, so it was really sad. To have him leave us. But his funeral was yesterday, and it was like about an hour or so away, and it was just a very long day, and then the repast was very long, and when we got home, we were just like exhausted. So I laid down, and it was like probably like 4:30, which is not a smart thing to do when you have to get up at 6 o'clock the next morning when you really haven't been getting up at 6 o'clock for about 2 months or so. So this morning was really tough. I actually panicked. So I couldn't sleep last night. I went to bed at after 12 because I was just so exhausted. And then I had a panicked dream that I missed my alarm. So at 5:30, I was like, oh my gosh. And I could have slept probably half an hour longer, but I didn't. So I'm just very tired. I laid down after work today because I'm a baby. And I was like, I can't fall asleep, but I'm just going to relax and rest and whatever. And that was kind of nice. Then I went for a walk to kind of wake myself up a little bit. Now it's 8:15 or so. I was kneeling and now I'm sitting. So sorry that I'm lower all of a sudden. But it's 8:15 or so, and I'm planning on reading tonight. And then this weekend we have a family birthday party to go to tomorrow. And then the rest of the weekend, it's nothing. So, I'm so excited because I'm in the final stage of my grad school program. So I am going back to school to become a reading specialist. This is actually my second master's in education. My first one's in curriculum. This is in becoming a reading specialist, which is actually something that I'm very interested in. So for this semester, it's longer than my other classes. So my other classes were 7.5-week semesters because it was a rapidly moving grad school program. So this is a longish term, so it's a 15-week semester, and I get to work one-on-one with a kid, which is really exciting, but it's also kind of nice because instead of doing lengthy thesis papers and taking exams and stuff, this is mostly me developing lesson plans and working one-on-one with a kid and reading with them and finding out where they're struggling. So it's really interesting, but that also means I do get some of my free time back. So I know I've said before that I've struggled with making a consistent schedule, and just when I do have free time, I've just had so much going on that I've been just relaxing and reading and watching TV and not making videos. I've been watching a lot of YouTube. I'm actually behind on my watch later list, which is going to be interesting also for this weekend. But yeah, I do plan on having an actual schedule. I like to upload twice a week, I'm thinking. For the foreseeable future. So we'll see if that happens, because when I make plans, terrible things happen. But that's the idea. So anyway, Friday Reads. Friday Reads is one of my favorite videos to watch. I'm really interested in what people choose to, spend their weekend reading. One thing that I am going to do a discussion video on is a type of book that I call a palate cleanser. Now, a palate cleanser is a book that kind of either gets you out of reading slump or, a book that you may not have chosen initially but just really enjoy. And that, for me, are historical romances, in particular, Regency to Victorian age romances. So I am about 3/4 of the way through. It Happened One Autumn, and this is by Lisa Kleypas. There we go. These books are they're not short. They're usually around 350 to 400 pages, but I breezed through them in a couple days. And they're not always the pinnacle of historical accuracy, but these are books that I know, and they're very predictable. You know who the hero is, and you know who the heroine is, and you know what's going to happen, but they're just so compelling to read. So I've been reading a lot of these lately just because I know that I can breeze through them, and I just like them. So I am going to do a discussion video on historical romances, but I'm going to finish this before I go to bed tonight. I have about, like I said, I'm about 3/4 of the way through. So I don't know, 75 to 125 pages left. So yeah, this one is very enjoyable. Okay. I also had the opportunity, this is super exciting, I was in the launch group for the Modern Mrs. Darcy. That is a book blog, so if you don't read that blog, it's amazing. But for her book, Anne Bogle's book, Reading People, and it says how seeing the world through the lens of personality changes everything. So there's a really cool Facebook group and discussions and stuff like that. I first received the book as an e-copy, but I received it the week that my dad went into the hospital, so that kind of screwed up my reading schedule. So I recently just got the signed copy, hard copy, for myself. Sorry, I'm like I said, I'm very, very tired. But this was just, it was so awesome just to see this come in the mail. Unfortunately, my copy, it's really sad. I don't know if you can even see it with this lighting here. I don't know. Anyway, my mailman, who I absolutely love, but we have tiny mailboxes in my complex, and he shoved the book in there, and so the binding got a little bit bent, but I'm just going to pretend that means it has character, and I want to finish this weekend. So this book is approximately 200 pages, and I got probably about 75 pages in, so I am planning on finishing this weekend, and I will do a full review video when I am done. Okay. Then I'm also about 100 pages into In Farley Field by Rhys Bowen. Now, Rhys Bowen writes the Her Royal Spineless series, the Constable Evan series, and it's Molly Murphy or Mary Murphy. I think it's Molly Murphy, but that mystery series. So this is a standalone mystery about World War II. There's some spy action going on. So I'm not very far. They kind of just set up. It's if you like Downton Abbey, you might like this. It is about the local earl and his family and their job. You know, he has 4 daughters, and they all are taking a different part in the war effort. There's the pastor that lives nearby, and his son who works for the British government very secretively. And then there's another lesser noble family, and their son has just been released from a German prisoner of war camp. So I do want to continue with this. This is actually due at the library pretty soon. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this weekend, hopefully. I also have been inspired by Olive at a Book Olive. She raved about Margaret the First by Daniel Dutton. This was available at my library. It's on the shorter end. I thought it was going to be longer, but I know people have said it's a novella, so I don't know why I thought it was going to be longer. But this is definitely on my list, and this has been on my list since I heard Olive talk about it, so I'm pretty pumped for this one. And finally, I do want to get into more reading mysteries, short stories. I've read a couple of them so far. I really enjoyed them. I'm an Anglophile, so anything that takes place in England is a mystery, historical fiction. I'm down for it. So this is The Complete Father Brown by G.K. Chesterton, and I want to get through at least the first book. So there are 5 books technically in here, and there's The Innocence of Father Brown, The Wisdom of Father Brown, The Incredulity of Father Brown, The Secret of Father Brown, and The Scandal of Father Brown. So I've heard that the first 2 books, so The Innocence and The Wisdom, are the best ones, so I would like to get through those. So that's pretty much it. That's all I'm planning on reading this weekend. Like I said, it's kind of a low-key, we have a family party, but other than that, it's gonna be pretty relaxing and just what I need to start the school year. I did want to show you guys that I did support the BookBow Kickstarter. BookBow is a pouch, basically, that protects your books. You can throw it in your pocketbook, in your backpack, briefcase, whatever, and it just keeps your books nice and safe. So this is one of the sizes I got, and this material, it's not really showing up very well, but it's I guess a peach or a coral with flowers, pink and blue flowers on it. And I also love this size as well. This is a little bit bigger, and this is navy with pink and blue flowers on it too. That's kind of my thing, pink and blue. I really like those colors. But as you can see, this is a hardcover library book. It's not huge, but it fits in pretty nicely. And then, nothing's gonna get on the pages. So I was thrilled to get these. So yeah, have you guys read any of these books? Are you interested in any of them? What are you reading this weekend? Let me know. And I will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful Labor Day weekend. If you have off, enjoy it. If you have to work, if you're in retail or food service or whatever, I hope people are not awful. And I will talk to all of you very soon. Bye.